masked them all off. I've put a bit on the back, so I'll try and pull it down. I'm going to see how this goes. That's the position I'm going to put it in. It's one of the ever easy jobs. I might as well do it now. It's going to be the posts for the floyd rose. So we're going to stick these in. We're not going to bother with the actual little sort of bit that press in, because those we've already got in the body, and I might as well try and keep somewhat of it original. I do need to clean it. Look how dirty that is. I mean, that's someone else's blood, sweat and tears from, you know, like the last like sort of 30 or 40 years. So these things, nice and easy, nice and satisfactory. Twist them in and go in really nice as well, considering these are some like £6 eBay jobbies. I tried to go with something that wasn't just the cheapo chrome stuff, so hopefully it'll hold out. Look at that. That looks like it's going to work pretty well. Nice. And then this, for now, I'm going to knock the knot off as nice as the camera got really wrecking it. It's already a bit cracked here as well. It's a bit of a, it was like a £50 neck, so you know, you expect some issues. Knock that off. This is probably going to need a shim at least underneath it. This thing that goes on here, you know, for height wise, but we'll worry about that afterwards. The nut come off pretty easy. Can't complain. Actually come off intact, which surprised me. I thought it was going to shatter. Another problem we're going to have is it's already slightly raised, so we're going to have to probably chisel some of this out and sand it. Again, when I can. I've not got the movement in my body at the moment, but just for mockery's sake, that's what it'll look like. I mean, if I can keep the height, it might not be too bad. We'll have to see. But worst case, it's going to need, you know, a spacer under the front to hold it like that. It's probably a bit too high actually, or we'll go with the original height. Probably like this. We'll chisel a bit out, and then yeah. Here. We'll probably chisel it out flat, and then we can always add spacers to it. At least that way it'll be flat or flatter. Just for a snippet, that's what they look like. They are pretty. Check them out. I love the little wave effect on these actual tuner pegs. Obviously, I got to put the screws in the back as well. But yeah, really nice, very nice and smooth. So you put your string through. Obviously, you lock it in tight with this. That keeps you tuning, and obviously then with the locking nut as well, this thing should hold tune with much whammy bar action as you want. Sweet, eh? Right, next we're gonna hopefully peel this off if it's dry. Let's pray it is. And then we'll do final shots with it. We've obviously just everything mocked up in place. So as for first attempt with stencils, maybe I'll have to like really tape it down tight, but it just straight through. That's not great, is it? You get the idea though. It's gonna actually look pretty sweet. So I'll see if I can actually just peel it off, alright, up to, you know, like very carefully sort of take it out. But worst case, I'll sand it all back off, we'll put it on tighter, and we'll do it again. That's kind of a bit of a disappointment. I could have just skipped this step, but like I do with the cars, I like to show my failures. But yeah, the colour's cool. It's gonna look pretty sweet. So what I ended up doing instead was just covering the entire thing in that sort of strange colour. It looks not too bad. It's not really the same colour as the body, so if we show you that, and there's the body, it's a bit darker as you can see. A bit frustrating, but it certainly looks better than just being plain. So once you've got the ancillaries on, it won't look too bad, and I've still got to wait for it to fully dry. As you can see, the edges are a bit rough. I'm going to skim this to get it back black around the outside edge, or even paint it wouldn't be too bad, and just sort of clear up like, that's not too bad on this side, but some of the edges are a little bit just over coated. Yeah, it looks alright. Once the bits are on it, which you'll see now in a sec, I think it'll look a lot better. And then I might do the emblem again, but I'm going to do it in gold maybe. Maybe gold is the way forward. Gold! Looking better already. And that's just with the tuner heads on. Obviously, once we start sticking the other bits on, like this bad boy, you get the idea. And then obviously, with a little plate under here, let's just put them under there for now. Like so. You get the idea. It's going to look yeah, pretty smart, I think. And then obviously my little logo in there as well. Hopefully we can get it all in. That should look pretty good. So the next plan is to put a string on it, just to see if we can get that height right, because we might need to either pack it like that, or trim this little sort of excess lip off here, as you can see. And obviously it'll drop the height and it'll be a bit more flat. The idea is to hold the string in, put some tension on it. This would be ideally better if I tightened it all in, but I'm trying to do it without wrecking the strings. So just on the note of the nut height, as you can see, now I've put it all together, it's still too high. So luckily I've got a probably about 3 or 4 mil I can take out there, and that should hopefully drop this the height of the string then probably to about there, which is all I want. If I chisel this little piece out here, can't really point it or anything, if I chisel this piece out here, gets it nice and flat, this will probably fit a bit better. I might have to move my little plate thing, but that's fine. But yeah, I reckon next time around we'll chisel that out, get that flat, get this in there. It'll be a little easier, like I said, to level everything out, and it'll get us play a little bit nicer, because that's just too high by a long way. Otherwise, the height of the string is pretty good, as you can see. So yeah, bit of fine tuning, and hopefully we'll get it pretty decent. So there we go. That's what it looks like. It's all kind of loosely put in place. Still need to drill some holes in the back. This drill bit I've got is too big, so I need to find a little teeny stick one. Obviously put the screws in, make sure we're all lined up so they're all straight and they look good. Otherwise, I think that's not too bad. So the next job next time around would be probably to make little wedges for this kind of thing, and, you know, sort all that bit out. We'll do the emblem, hopefully get it right this time. And then down this end we might need to do some better shims down in here. And then straight onto wiring and pickups. Excellent. So yeah, it's still not car content. It won't be for probably quite a while, unfortunately, but otherwise, you know, stay with me, like and subscribe, all that kind of usual stuff. And I'll see you next time.